celebrate SeaWorld's killer whales. For 50 years, we've been honored to raise public awareness of these animals and how we're all connected throughout one ocean. We hope that over the next few minutes, we can share with you even more about our killer whales. No one understands the power of this wondrous connection between people and killer whales, as well as our SeaWorld trainers, and here they are to tell us more.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Megan. Over here on the left side of the pool. Welcome to our Dine with Shamu. We are so excited that you guys have taken the opportunity to come join us back here to learn a little bit more about our killer whales. As animal trainers, we're part of this mountain casting team here at SeaWorld that's responsible for the animals' health, care, and well-being. And we are so excited you guys are back here to learn a little bit more and watch some of the interactions that we have with them. Now, if you point your cameras to the side of the pool in 3, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. There you go, and 1. Those are going to be the 4 whales that you're going to be introduced to today. We're going to be talking about. So during this interaction, it is not our goal to get you wet. It's not like the show. However, we're right next to a very large pool with a lot of cold salt water. And so sometimes the water might come up and over. So just please be aware of that. That's not our intention. Alright, so when we start down the line, we'll start with Nalani. she's going to interact with the disc as well. So Mom just said, I'm going to play with the toy more than Makaio's going to play with the toy. And it looks like Katina might go ahead and bring that disc right on back a bit. And that's okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and bring Nalani and Katina around here. We're going to talk to you how we take care of the animals. So while this looks like a lot of fun and games and playing, the truth of the matter is that our job, we take them very seriously because we are in charge to make sure these animals are healthy as well as taken care of. And the way that we do that, first, we start off by what's called husbandry. Now, husbandry is just a big word. All you have to know about it, it means healthcare. So how many of you high knees on. So you're going to pick those knees up real nice and high. We're going to stop our feet. Let's see what the killer whales are going to do with that one. Ready? Killer whales can stomp their feet too, huh? Check that out. Well, very cool. We hope that you guys have enjoyed this opportunity to learn a little bit more about killer whales. Just like you and me, we learned through experience, observation, and cooperation. So when others see you and I taking care of the environment, they like picking up trash on the beach, that inspires them to make positive choices too. And fish and food, we are reminded that each of us work in cooperation, just like killer whales do, and that we of our oceans will continue to thrive.
Is an historic year for our SeaWorld family of parks. This is just a part of what promises to be the most exciting era in SeaWorld's history. We look forward to seeing you again for the next amazing chapter in the SeaWorld story.
All of us here at Shamu Stadium, thank you so much for joining us today at Dine with Shamu, and we hope to see you at our 3:30 One Ocean show. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you enjoyed Dine with Shamu. Presentation comes to a close. Please enjoy the remainder of your meal and have a whale of a day here at SeaWorld.
What'd you think? How was the interaction?
Oh, it's great.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah, I love it.
So cool. Very cool.